Welcome to Women in the Nude, where we expose everything except for our bodies. Leave that to your imagination. I'm so excited. I have Madison Humphrey here.
Yay!
You are just the cutest and the best. I'm just so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for joining
Aw.
me.
Oh my
We were
gosh, I
just
love
saying
you.
I love you. How ridiculous it is just for me to get onto my own internet for my own podcast. So we are remote again, which I always love doing in person. And I wish that we were in the same place at the same time. I'm in New York, which is not normally where we film. So,
I know.
whatever art background that is, we're just doing our thing. But
We're making it
we're
work.
making it happen. Yeah. How are you feeling? How's everything
I'm
going?
good. Oh my goodness. We're in the middle of a snowstorm in Texas. I mean, it's kind
Yeah.
of like, it's melting
Subsided.
now, but I
Yeah.
mean, we do not handle snow well in Texas. The grocery stores were cleared out. There is no toilet
Yes.
paper. I mean, the world shuts down for us here because
Yeah.
we just don't really get snow. Except, we get snow like once a year. And so you'd think that
You'd think.
we'd like figure it out by now, but no, we're out of control. So
I've been in
but
lots of
it's
states that
melting.
snow. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I've been in lots of states that snow, and the only state that I found that actually knows how to deal with it is Colorado. They're like a well-oiled machine. Still my
Yes.
favorite place that I've lived, but it's so true. It's like LA, it like mists and people freak out and don't know how to drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, the snow, yeah, that was bad. I text you. I was like, I hope everything is okay in Texas. We flew
Yeah.
into New York the day before everything happened here, which we did it on purpose. I'm here for work, and it was like probably 6 hours before
All
the
this
crazy.
the crazy
Yeah,
stuff happened.
we were lucky to get in when we got in,
Because
and I feel bad.
how much snow's there right now?
We got in certain places, I think it was about 15 inches. I mean, probably 8 to 10 inches where we are. We're right across from Central Park, which is awesome and
Okay.
beautiful. And I feel
Yeah.
bad because I was like, it's so beautiful. We're like playing in the snow while everybody else is having
They're
to
like,
deal with the
oh,
hard stuff. I know. So
wow, 15 inches. If we got 15 inches here, I don't even know what would happen. But I don't think we would be done
figure it
for.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But people do. They freak out.
Yeah.
They buy too much, and they
Food. Yep.
hoard it,
Yep.
and then
Yes.
then they don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, so Madison and I did a really fun movie together
We did.
last year, which is like so crazy to say already. But
I know.
was it July? July of last year?
Um,
I
I
think
was
so.
thinking about that. I
July,
No, it was August.
June, August. Yeah.
Because the only way I remember that is my birthday. It was like the
Oh,
very
right.
end
It
of
was
August.
literally we
Yeah.
celebrated your birthday.
Yeah.
And that was really, really fun. It was a
It was
crazy
so
fast
fun.
week. Just
Yeah.
a blur, but we shot
Yeah.
an entire movie in a week,
Yeah.
and it was so fun.
It kind of felt
Uh,
like theater camp,
Totally.
you
That is
know?
literally how I feel about every shoot, is that it's a film in particular, though. It's summer camp. Everybody is
Yeah.
like, we get to know each other. We go through family trauma, or like whatever we're doing in our life. We tell each other everything, and then like maybe never see each other again.
Yeah.
It's
You're like,
so weird.
bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
weird,
That
but it
was
was
so
so
fun though.
fun.
I know.
So many
I
new
want us all
friends.
to get back together,
We do. We need a
the gang back
reunion.
together.
Well, hopefully a premiere. Um,
Exactly. Yes.
yeah. So I guess a little prep for the audience is that it was a really fun, dark thriller comedy, I guess you would
Yes.
say.
Yes.
Um, and and yeah, I mean, I've seen so many cuts now, and it's just so funny because it's like little things change. We're finally cutting it down to a point where it's like a normal length movie.
Yes.
But it's been so fun, and I laugh at everything that you say every time
Sorry,
you
there
say
goes
it.
my dog.
I
Eddie.
can't even hear it.
Okay,
Oh, Evie,
he's screaming. So
that's all right. You'll probably hear my kid scream
yeah.
soon. Yeah.
Eddie, come here. Come here.
Eddie, is it? What's his name?
Eddie, Ebby.
Ebby.
Here he is. He's a little golden doodle and he's crazy.
Oh my gosh, he's cute. The
He's
fluff.
wild. He's not a fan of the snow, so he's just kind of
Oh,
on
yep.
edge all the time.
Does he do the
Nope.
little like prance in the snow? Has he been out in it?
Oh yeah, and he like
Yeah.
lifts his legs in the air. He walks on two legs. It's
Like,
very
what
odd.
is this?
Yeah.
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 It's so cute.
But off our movie, yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
fun. It was great.
Literally every time I watch a cut, I laugh at what you say. Like, you're so good.
Oh.
You're so good in it. Like, I can't wait for people to see it.
I feel like everyone was so funny and like everyone like played off of each other really well and
Yeah.
all of it.
So I am not used to comedy. Like I've done a couple of comedic things, but I was always terrified of it. I don't know, it's just like not my like stand up, you would never you won't find me there. But
But
I
you did so
love
good.
comedy.
You're so
I
funny.
appreciate that. I mean, I think that ultimately it's like my character is poor girl is so desperate, and I think that's what's
Yeah.
funny about it. But it was so fun to be just around really funny people, like
Yes.
amazing
Yes. And we had so many
comedians
like
and
stand-up comedians that
totally,
are
and that's
just,
why it took so long to like get it down to a point where
yeah.
like it was a normal length movie because we played every scene. It was just
Yeah.
we did
Yeah.
so many
So much
different takes and
improv.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
It's great.
Yeah, it was so good. So you I want to like I know, but I want the audience to know. I want
Yeah.
to go like back to the beginning. You know, you are like insanely popular on TikTok and
Oh,
Instagram, and you are so funny.
thank
I
you.
How did you get into it? Like how did you fall into it? Did you want to do that? Did you want to be like a, content creator, or did like
Yeah.
what was the
Um,
journey?
I tell people all the time, like I never thought I was going to do anything with social media because I'm like the least tech savvy person in the world. And growing up, like I had an Instagram account growing up, but I just like occasionally would post, not
Yeah.
anything super serious. Um, but yeah, I did theater in high school, so that's kind of where my love of acting came from. And then in college, I minored in theater and I majored in broadcast journalism and I got my concentration in sports. So right out of college, I was doing college football sideline reporting. And during that time, I think it was like 2021, maybe. Yeah, 2021. And I really missed acting. I just wasn't
Mm.
auditioning for things. I was, because I was working full time. And my husband and sister, they were like, we're really tired of you being only on Instagram Reels, because you know how Reels are like
Yes.
behind TikTok, like
Right.
it's like the news cycle hits Reels later. So I would send them funny videos and they were like, we've seen that like 3 weeks ago, like you need to
Like,
get.
hello.
Yeah. So I was like, fine, I'll download TikTok. And I had no, it wasn't that I was like, I'm better than TikTok. It was that I was like, I'll probably get addicted to just like scrolling and I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to. But I was like, you know what, you're right, I'll download it. And then once I downloaded it, I realized that, people were making little skits and doing, comedy and acting on there. And I was like, oh, I could kind of like practice auditioning with my tripod. So I would set up my tripod and I would just like make up these little characters and film them in my room. It is more like me kind of doing like a monologue to the camera, but they were like
Yeah.
my own little creations in a way. And then they kind of started, doing well. And then my husband filmed one for me one day and we were out at a park and that went viral. And I was like, oh, I can have him film me and I don't have to take
Mm-hmm.
my tripod everywhere and he can be like my little filmer and we can create these storylines and these characters. And then I think the character that kind of took off is I did like a leasing manager character for apartments and that was so fun because I created like a whole storyline with her and that's when I really started like writing all of my skits and stuff and experimenting with that. And so yeah, after that football season ended and so it was going into 2022, I decided to take social media full time and been
Love
doing
it.
it full time ever since.
So
So
awesome.
kind of crazy, but yeah, it's my career now.
Well, you bring so many people joy, which I love to
Oh,
see.
thank you.
And that's so cool. It's just like we need that.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yes.
And so do you still enjoy it as much as
Oh
you
yeah.
did when you first did? Yeah, good.
Yeah, and I mean I think like everything kind of goes in
Yeah,
phases
in
and you
waves. Yeah,
have really high highs, really low lows. And so it's always kind of like, but I've never been at the point where I'm like, I hate this. I don't want to do it anymore. I've been at
yeah,
the point where I'm like, this is hard or this is difficult or I'm absolutely loving this. This is so perfect. This is so fun. Um, just kind of riding the waves as they come. But I
yeah.
think like I really feel a lot of fulfillment from my job. I have really supportive, amazing followers that are just like,
I saw
supporting me
them.
on. You saw
by the
that? Oh
way.
yeah, you saw
Yeah,
them at the
it was
hotel.
so cute. We all got
It was
back from the
so
hotel,
cute.
and there was were they volley? I think it was like a volleyball tournament.
Yeah,
Maybe
either a
we're staying
volleyball or
there.
basketball team. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and they freaked the fuck out when they saw you. It was
It was so
so
cute.
cute. They were so cool.
I loved
I
it.
love that. Yeah,
Yeah, like that is such a fun, part of my job. And I like you said, like comedy is it can connect people, bring people joy. And
yeah,
so I think that's fulfilling. I think like the hard part for me can be just like feeling like I need to always meet like an expectation that I place
right.
on myself and just like
Always
giving
be
myself,
funny.
yeah,
Yeah,
always be funny, always having new content, like because social media moves so fast. And so there's
it's
like
yeah,
always a pressure to be like you
on the
understand,
new
like I
thing,
got
on
to
the new
stay
thing.
on it. Like, yeah, like I got to be on the new thing. I got to be pushing out content all the time. And so that can be,
Yeah,
stressful, but
stressful for sure.
yeah.
Stressful. Yeah,
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like I know deep down that it's what I want to do and that I feel like I was kind of born to do. So,
yeah. I love it. I saw
yeah.
that you did a Southwest like collaboration.
Oh, that was
How does that even
crazy.
function? I mean, I'm sure there was some sort of, I mean, there was obviously it was planned,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
How does
Yeah.
that
Well,
work?
okay, so like part of my content is skits and then part of it is the parodies that I do, like when I
Yes. I
recreate
love your
a viral
parodies.
video.
I love them.
I do too. It's been kind of unexpected. I mean, I didn't really think I'd ever be doing like parodies in a way, but I mean, it's part of my content now. I love it.
Yeah.
Um, but so yeah, a couple got married on a plane and a girl posted a video of it, and then the comments were like Madison, 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 Madison. It was like blowing up my phone. And so once, I got permission from the girl who posted it, and then I was able to actually talk to the original couple who got married on the plane, and they were like, please recreate it. It's so funny. And I mean, this had happened 2 years ago. So like
Oh,
the girl had
whoa.
just posted it. So they were like, we almost like forgot about all this. Like this is kind of bringing everything back.
Yeah.
And then I just put on my Instagram story, I was like, does anyone know anyone that works at Southwest? And then that kind of spiraled. Someone that works at Southwest got in touch with my team, and then we were all able to connect. And at one point there
So
was like
cool.
6 different people all talking to us, and then we all realized like, oh, everybody's like working for the same thing, but no one
Right.
realized that they were all like
They were
communicating.
all the
So
same, yeah, same pieces.
oh my gosh, it was like 48 hours of, I don't think I closed my eyes once. Like I was just like on the phone. And I mean, because we had to get 27 people cleared to go into the airport, like without a
Yeah.
ticket and, like all the
Lots
TSA
of
and
planning. Yeah.
yeah, security. And so, but the Southwest team was so helpful and they flew in the original flight attendant. It's crazy.
Oh, cool. Oh,
So
that's so
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
So the people on the plane, were they friends? Were they
Yes.
family?
Yeah.
That's so
Friends
fun.
and family. Yeah. And so I mean, I text my family all the time, like, hey guys.
Do you want to do this? Do you want to do
Yeah.
that?
So they're always like on the lookout for my text. Like once a week, I'll send them a, hey, who's available? But for some reason, like it just worked out that everyone's schedules were available. A lot of friends
Awesome.
could come. And so it was really fun. And then we had some Southwest employees in the plane as well, too, that like wanted to come and experience it. And
Cute.
they were all super sweet. And so it was fun. It was crazy, but we did
Well,
it.
I love that. It was great. You nailed it.
So fun.
I so I guess what I love to see about your parodies is that you always say like permission to parody. So
Yeah.
is that something that you always try to do is like make sure that
Yeah.
whoever you're doing a parody of is like
Yes.
approves of it? I think that's really nice.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, what I like, my motto is I want to be laughing with people, not at people. And so if
Yeah.
we can all be laughing together, I think, and I get messages and comments all the time. It's not funny if you ask for permission. Like that makes it so less funny. But like at the end of the day, I'm like
That's not true.
in my heart, it's funnier to me because we're all in on
Yeah.
it. And when I started doing parodies, what even got me into doing parodies is my husband and I started like creating these skits about weddings. Like we would do like gender reveal cakes and or wedding or what am I trying to
I
say?
know what you
Cutting
mean.
the
Yeah,
cutting
like
the wedding
there's
cake. Yeah,
yeah.
and then we did like gender reveals. So it wasn't like based on a video, it was more based on trends.
Yeah.
And then people just started tagging me in videos because they saw the trends. And then I after doing it for like maybe a month or two, I got some messages from some people that I had recreated their video and they were like, "Hey, totally fine. We just kind of wish we had been asked. And I was like,
Mm,
um, yeah, absolutely. That's totally my bad. Like, I
well,
definitely should have been asking. But I was like, I didn't really, I didn't even know if I like was using the word parody at the time. And like I
right.
was trying to figure it out. But like I've talked about this publicly on social media before too, of like that was completely my bad and honestly like a good learning experience for me. And I feel like we can all, learn from things and grow from things. And I mean, most everyone was super sweet and they were like, it's totally fine. Like we just kind of wanted to like be in on it. And I was like,
Yeah.
completely fair. And thank you for pointing that out to me.
I think that's a really stand up thing. Like it's a great motto. I think that what makes the internet so hard is that, I mean, they put that content out there.
Yeah,
It's like there's all these stitches, these,
right.
there's so much out there. It's like when you put something out there, it's kind of like a free for all. Somebody uses
Exactly.
it. That line is so difficult. And I think it's really cool of you that that is a policy that you have for yourself, because most people do not.
Yeah, yeah. I just think, I was like, I can't, it's not something that I can go back and forth on or like only ask permission for some and not for others. So, yeah, I mean, and I've had times of people telling me, like, hey, we just would rather you prefer me not recreate it. And I'm like, that is totally fine. And usually they'll ask me, like, they're like, I'm really excited about my video going viral. I just don't want people recreating it. And I'm like, well, you know,
Mm,
I usually I say it's a little tricky. I'm like, you can turn the comments off. But I was like, a lot of the times I do tell them more than likely someone will recreate it, without
right.
asking permission. And I mean,
Yeah,
it's
just
kind
because
of
it's
up to
not
you.
you doesn't mean somebody else is
Right.
gonna.
Because so
Yeah,
many other people do parody content. And I'm not saying that like I'm the best at it because I asked for permission. That's just
no,
like my
you're really
personal
good at
motto. Well,
it.
thank you. But I feel like, everyone kind of has their own thing that works for them, and that's totally fine. And that's just usually my advice I give people when they ask, like, I'm excited about it going viral, but I don't want it to be recreated. And I'm like, you just kind of have to accept that it might be and that, that's okay.
Right.
But 9 times out of 10, I've already gotten a message from them saying, will you recreate this when I go to message them?
Oh,
They're always so excited. They're like, this is where I bought this. This is where you can buy this prop. And do you need me to send you this? Like they want to make the
that's
video
so
as,
cool.
yeah. So like they're very
Authentic.
much in
Yeah.
on it. And I've kind of gotten to know some of the people that I've parodied too,
Yeah.
like just from talking and getting to know like their story, the video, their business, because sometimes we'll recreate like small businesses, because usually the videos go really viral. And so I've had a lady, tell me that my parody like changed her business's life. Like she was like, I've
That's
never
nice.
had
Yeah.
this before. And so I kind of started noticing like the value in what some of these parodies can do,
It's power, like
Yeah,
that type of, that's why it's so influential.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I absolutely
it's
love it.
really fun. You've got to be in a parody one time.
Oh,
We've got to
that would
get
be
together and we
so
can
fun.
recreate a video.
That would be so fun. I will simultaneously be terrified, but I will be down for it, and
No,
that will
you
be
will
really
do
fun.
great. People will lose their minds. They'll be like, "What? How is this happening?"
How has, we mentioned your family a little bit ago. Like, how have they handled it? Because it's kind of like secondhand, especially if they're in
Yeah,
some videos and like,
yeah.
Braden, your husband, like he's in them now, which is so
Yes,
fun.
yes.
Has that, like, how have they reacted to that? Has it been
You know, they're just so supportive and it's been
nice?
super sweet. It is funny, like some of my friends who have been in my parodies quite a few times have gotten noticed in public, and it's really cute. They're like they'll call me and be like, I was at a gas station and the person at the cashier asked me if I was that person in your videos. And I'm like, I love that. And so it's been kind of a fun like way and almost in a way to connect us all, and
Yeah,
it kind of feels like a little theater production because we're everyone's getting their costumes ready, we're coordinating it all, I'm directing it in a way. And so my family I think has just really enjoyed kind of being in on it and supporting me in however they can. So I do feel really
nice.
thankful for that.
Yeah,
But yeah, they have a lot of fun with it, and they like to joke around that they're famous and stuff like that. So it's really cute.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
really cool. So, Offsite was technically your first movie, right?
Yeah, first
Sort of.
like bigger role in one, like kind of more of a prominent role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you would never have known. I knew
Oh,
because you
well,
told me, but you never would have known.
well, what Sasha's not. telling people is that she helped me so much. I could not
Did
have done
I?
offsite.
I don't feel
Yes.
like
I
I
feel like
mean,
I asked you questions every 10 minutes. What does
I
this
mean,
mean? What are they saying? Where do I go?
sure, but like everything came super naturally to you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Even
But
if it
you
didn't
really
feel
helped
like
me.
it. I mean, we all at some point said that on set. Like, you're just so, it's just so
Oh,
natural.
thank you.
Um, yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Do you prefer one or the other? I know you said you missed theater and then you got into this. Is there something that, I mean, I know they're very different, but
Mhm.
is there something that you like prefer over the other? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well,
Like my
I
mouth.
totally, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes, I would love to, uh, be on a TV show and still pursue TV and film. But I
Yeah,
think social media is always going to be something that's going to be present in some way, shape, or form for me because, at the end of the day, I, you and I wouldn't even have met if it wasn't for me starting social media because
yeah,
that's where I get the support and I've made the connections and um, my followers just really are so I know I keep saying it, but they're just so encouraging. And whenever I post
yeah.
about like my little film journey and my auditions and if I get a part or not, like I think they just really it makes them excited and that makes me excited. And so um
Inside look.
yes, yeah. So I
Yeah,
always want to be like, still connected with them and whether that's like, showing them kind of like you said, an inside look to or behind the scenes of a project I'm working on and, still doing my skits and stuff. So I hope that they can still go hand in hand. And I'm sure there will be, if I do book roles in the TV and film industry, I'm sure there will be times of like I'm busy working, so I can't do social media as much, but
yeah,
want to kind of always try and keep them
yeah,
going.
absolutely.
So,
And also writing. Like, I think what's
yeah.
interesting is that, I mean, I face this in my own career, which is like the film and television industry is all over the place right now. And that's part of what has brought me into like the producing, writing, all of
Yeah.
that journey, mainly because I love it so much and I've always wanted to do it. But we are in
Hmm.
this kind of tricky place where it's not a lot is happening and you kind of just have to do it yourself if you want to be creative and make something happen. And I really enjoy that. It's really
Yeah.
difficult, but I
Yeah.
really enjoy that. And I know that you've been writing and that you want to get into that
Yeah.
as well. So is that like an extra like extension, like another joy that you get to pursue? Is that something that was something on your radar before, or is that like a new
You
love?
know, it I I wouldn't say writing like a screenplay or a movie was ever like on my radar. I think once I started writing my skits and, really taking that seriously, I've always kind of thought, maybe I could write like pitch something about like, a TV show or something like that. But it wasn't until, I mean, when we did Offsite and then met Matt and Eric and I
Yeah.
kind of pitched them an idea. They were the directors for, I guess, for people who don't
Yeah,
know,
sorry.
the
Yeah.
directors on,
Probably should have
we're
mentioned
like
that.
Matt,
Yeah.
yeah, the directors of the movie we did. And they wrote it too. And so I just kind of pitched them an idea for something I'd been thinking about, kind of goes along with some of my characters. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, let's write it." And I was like, "I don't know how to write a movie, so sorry." And they were like, "No, it's fine. Just we'll teach you. It's easy. It's all good." So,
Yeah.
yeah, we've been writing it ever since pretty much offsite. So, I guess that
That's
was
awesome.
almost 6 months or 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
learning a lot, but I think that it has made me a better writer in my social media life as well,
Mm,
just getting to work a different muscle and learn from Matt and Eric and just, work on like you get it, just being in a creative space with other people is so good for like your own creative mind.
totally. I also think I personally think the hardest part about writing is finding that balance of the needed structure and the creativity.
Yeah.
Because I don't like being like, I have to do the first act, the second act, the third act, but there is so much value in making sure that that is present.
Yes.
Um, but I feel like I'm always rebelling against it. I'm like, no, I don't want that to be the thing right now. But it is needed. And I think, yeah, all of those little pieces and then it bleeds into everything else. And then when I read a script or when I see a project, I'm like, oh, these are the holes here, or these are the things that could be worked on. And it really is helpful for every single lens.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, I think that uh, I know a little bit about your concept, not a ton, but I know a little bit about your concept that you're working on. And I won't say anything, but I really like it. I
I
really,
need to
really
feel
like
I need to
it.
tell you, I think I muted myself. Did I mute myself?
No, you're good.
No? Okay.
I think you're good.
Um, I need to tell you like the whole, well, and we're gonna send you the script, obviously,
I
too,
can't
because we
wait.
want. But
I
yeah,
can't
I'll
wait to
tell
read it.
you like which characters it's based on, and soon I hope I'll be able to like tell my followers too, because I think they're gonna be really excited. But yeah,
Yeah, it's so fun. I'm glad that you're honestly taking that on, because I feel like there's no point in waiting either. It's like I feel like
yeah,
people take a long time to dip their toes into something. I've definitely made that mistake a whole bunch, and I'm glad that you're not doing that. And I think that is a testament to content creators, like yourself, is that you just got to do it. And I think there are so many actors that struggle with that have
yeah,
been in it for like so long. It's like we fight against it for literally no reason.
yeah,
And I'm definitely guilty of that. And I think we've just kind of like, I don't know, put like our own roadblocks in place. And I think that's what's cool about social media now, like getting into the industry now. People ask me, well, how should I get into the industry? And I'm like, I honestly, I, I don't even know what to tell you. There's nothing that I can actually do because I got in when I was 3.5, 4, and the business was
right.
so different then. I was like, oh my gosh, so long ago now. Don't even want to say how long. Um,
Not that long.
and it's
Not that long.
easier to get in when you're a kid too, because it's just, I don't know, you're just like little and they throw you in things. It's
Yeah,
harder to get in as an adult or even a teenager. And so I always say content creation, because that's the
yeah,
thing, is you can show versatility, you can show connection, you can show different sides of your personality and what you can do. And being able to connect with an audience is one of the most important things. It's so valuable, both for yourself and your followers, but also for marketing.
yeah,
I mean, people get hired or not hired based on their follower count, which is
yeah,
is in so many ways a bummer, but in so many ways so awesome, because it's
yeah.
already a connection. It's proven. You're proven. It's like this
Hmm.
different way to prove yourself, and I think that that's really cool. And there's so many ways to do it. So I always say, like, pick something that you enjoy. It could be
Yeah,
bird watching. It doesn't matter. Like, pick
yeah,
something that you love. There is a community out there that will love it too.
absolutely.
um, and build it. What would you say to content creators that are already in the business, or
Hmm.
are already content creators that are trying to
Yes,
act as well?
yes. So yeah, on everything you said was so good. I like want to like replay all of that like every day.
Oh,
Um,
thanks.
but yeah, I think like when I first, so I met my now agent, who like handles all my acting things, almost a year ago now. And one of the first things I said to him was like, I don't really feel like good enough to be in this industry. And he was like, why? And I was like,
It's magic.
well, I was like, I feel like it's a cheat in a way, like because
Mm,
I was like, do you think that because I do social media that it will affect, me trying to take roles seriously and just, act? And he was like, 10 years ago I would have said yes, but now no. Like the time, kind of like you were saying, like
yeah,
the times have changed. And he was like, and like you can separate those two things and focus on your acting and also do your social media, and yes, show like different characters and your versatility and all of that stuff. So I think what I would say to content creators is like, don't let the fear of failing at what you want to do hold you back just because you put yourself out there on the internet. Because that's what I
yeah,
did for a long time. I stuck to my social media and I was like, I just don't feel like I will be taken seriously in this industry. But I just kind of had to prove myself wrong. And um, I
yeah,
still struggle with it a little bit. And I tell like I even, had a conversation with the director a little bit a while ago about this. I was like, I don't want to be hired like just because I have followers. I was like, I really want to earn it. And if I haven't earned this role, like don't give it to me. Give it to an actor who you see as a, as a character. And like maybe we could have both done really well and you could have liked us both, but like I don't want the deciding factor to be, oh well, she has a lot of followers, whatever, which I know is, in today's age there's so many different variables that go into, I'm sure,
Totally.
casting and all the things, so, but I mean that has always been a thought of like, I want to earn it and I want to take it seriously and I want to be casted because I fit the part. But like you were saying, I think there's so many amazing things that come with already having a built-in community.
Yeah.
Um, when you get casted for something, because it does build like organic hype around it and gets people
Yeah.
involved and like you said, does show that you can connect with an audience and market yourself and you know kind of stuff like that. So
Yeah. No, I
long
think that's
answer, but yeah, I just think like
a great
go
answer.
for it, and just because like you do content creation doesn't mean you can't be taken seriously as an actor, and
I
try
love
at it.
that flip side because I feel like it's, I mean, at least from my side, I always get like the that opposite, which is the actors
Mm,
trying to, start social media, and that's
interesting. Okay.
conflicting. And so I like hearing your side of it because I think that that's really great, and
Yeah.
really, again, really like a testament to your character, as a human. But
Oh.
it is weird to then also be on like the producer side, knowing why people get hired. So there's, I feel like I've got this like three-prong perspective, and like it is, how do I put it? It's hard because I've seen people cast someone based on the reasons you're saying you want to avoid.
Yep.
And the actor part of me is like, oh, that's such a bummer. The producer part of me is like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And so it sucks because like
Yeah.
creatively you want the best character or you want the best person for the role. But yeah, the times have changed, and it's like film in particular is so hard. It's hard to get people to watch things. It is
Yeah.
so hard for people
And
to watch
attention
things.
spans, like, because we're so
Attention
used to
spans are
10
shorter.
seconds, you know?
Yes, yeah. And so it is a different playing field, and half of it bums me out. The other half is like, but take advantage of it. Like
Yeah.
it's a really cool thing to be able to do. Um, don't stop yourself from creating content, and then don't let content creation stop you from pursuing what you love, which is,
Right.
exactly what you're saying. So it's it's not easy, especially for actors who feel like they don't, that they're shy. It's like so many actors are shy, don't want to put themselves out there because they feel like, well, I'm okay doing it when I'm playing somebody else, but when it's like putting myself out there, I don't really know how to
What
do
to
that,
do.
and there's a fear there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then on the flip side, you are showcasing what you can do every day, and that is so
Right.
cool. And I want you to remember that, like, you do earn it. You earn it every single day with every single person supporting you and following you and liking what you do and watching. That is you earning it.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's what it is, and it's so yeah, to all the content creators out there, you're living it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you're not waiting for the audition to come in to try and showcase a character. You are creating something every single day, and that in itself, like, makes you more than worthy.
Yeah.
And so it's just such a weird time, but I think that like actually at the right points. Like, we are moving in the right direction, and I think it's it's complicated and it's messy, but I think it will get to a point where it feels normal,
Yeah.
and not, and I'm hoping that actors won't be so jaded around that fact. I hope they'll take
Yeah.
advantage of it, because
Yeah.
that's kind of how I feel, is like, at the end of the day, especially in our industry, I mean, so many industries, but in this particular industry, it's like you swim or you die. Like, there's, yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Um, and if it's not this, it's something else. We're always up against something. Casting directors might not cast you because you've got brown hair instead of blonde. Instead of being like, oh, she could dye her hair, it's like her hair color's wrong, which
Yeah.
is the stupidest thing. Like, that
Yeah.
literally happens. The reason people
Yeah.
don't get hired just because it's content creation right now, like literally 10 years ago, is because, um, they didn't feel like,
You have
putting
the right
contacts
hair.
in.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
so ridiculous. But yeah, now it just looks a little different. And I think that as amazing as that thought process is that you have, I want to like empower you to feel even more confident about yourself. instead of the other way around. Which I
Oh,
know is
thank
like,
you.
it's not something that you can just change, but I want you to like, you are already living it, and that
Mm.
that is something that you should be super proud of. You're so dynamic, and that's especially with your type of content creation, where it's not just um I don't know, there's nothing wrong with any content creation, but it's not like you're like showing recipes, which is cool in itself. You are characters, and that is so
Yeah.
fun. You are in your right lane. So really cool.
Well, thank you.
Speaking about like people though watching you and following you and all of those things, do you, because it's like a skit, it's a little bit different your lane, do you get hate? Like, do you get trolls?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And it was interesting like what you were saying about like actors kind of being afraid to show their real selves online because it's a lot of times easier to play a character.
Yeah.
And I even feel that way with my social media of like pretty much everything I post is me as a character or as a parody or something. There, I mean, I'll do like, photos of my dogs or me and Brayden and whatever I'm up to. But I have a really hard time like sharing just me personally,
Yeah.
my life on the internet. Some of it is more of just like I want to do comedy, and so I don't feel the need to just like share my life. Um, but yeah, like I definitely feel that of like there can be a fear there. But that being said, even though I just do like characters, I get hate every single day, all the time. I mean, I just think, the world's really hateful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, people, you're so unfunny, like you're annoying, I hate your characters, you can't act, like, all the things. But like, I mean, that's just putting yourself out on the internet. If you put yourself on the
Yeah.
internet, someone's going to have something to say, good or bad.
So true.
So I have learned to just take it and not personally absorb it and move on. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like if they don't think I'm funny, they don't think I'm funny, and that's fine. Like comedy, there's some comedians that I think are absolutely hilarious, and then some that I just like don't. And that's no like personal thing to them. It's just like different comedy styles.
Different taste.
And
Yeah.
so
But you don't
it
have to,
really
you don't comment on their channel and say you're not
right.
funny.
Could you imagine?
That's what's so crazy to me is like, to your point, people have different tastes. People like certain comedy or they don't. Whatever category you want to put it in. I could not imagine typing something like that on somebody else's account.
I
I
do think
don't
about that
understand it.
sometimes.
And there
Yeah.
are so many. Like, even just take bots aside. That's a whole different thing. Bots, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But actual real people feeling like that is just, I do not get it. And I saw something the other day on I don't know, some random person's post. I think it was like an explore
Yeah.
page, but it was like the thing of friends that I've stopped being friends with because it gives me the ick. And one of them was finding out or seeing that your friend like trolled somebody else on the
Oh,
internet.
yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, if I saw that my friend did that, like, yeah, that would be, I couldn't look at them the same.
No, me neither. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Like,
Why are
it's
you
one
doing
thing
that?
if it's like, I don't even know like what I could necessarily
Like
be
giving
like,
your
oh, it's
opinion
okay.
or
Yeah,
being like, oh, this is not how I did this or what, but to just flat out be like, I hate you.
you're ugly or I hate you.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
That
Me
like
too.
I don't know what I would do. I think that is just so wild that there are so many people out there like that do that.
Yeah.
And I hope I hope my friends don't do that. I hope they're like
I
no one
doubt
in
it.
my circle does that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so, that to me is so wild that that is
It
something that
is.
just is so prominent.
Yeah,
And
I
I
think
mean it's, yeah, it
it's
just comes
like
from a dark place.
right, it does. And I think like the world is so digital now.
Yeah.
Everything is on your phone. We do everything on our phone. I do everything on my phone. Like
Yeah.
we kind of engage through our phones now, and through technology. And so I feel like there's just like this level of comfortability with
Hmm.
people just voicing their opinion because you don't have to go up to them in person. Like I doubt 99% of the things people say to me, they would say I mean, I've
In
had some
person.
people say things in person, but for the most part,
Have they really?
like,
Wait, who, like
yeah.
what?
Okay, so for one example, I had this girl come up to me and she was like, Madison. And I was like, hi. I love meeting people in public. Like, it's one of my favorite parts of my
Yeah.
job. But she was like, hi. Like, I just want to tell you, like, I don't think you're funny. And I was like, oh. Like I started laughing because I was like,
Wow.
oh, like I thought she was joking, but she was being dead serious. And I was like, okay. And she's like, yeah, but I see your content. And I was like, okay,
You're
well,
like,
thank you
thank
so
you?
for watching. And she was like, yeah, but dead serious. Like she was like genuinely just like, and then a part of me was like, I kind of like really kind of respect that because she was honest. She was like, I don't think you're
I
funny, but I see your
guess.
content. I see your content. So have a good day.
Like, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was so funny. I was just like, well,
That's ridiculous.
that's okay, but like going like to my point of just like I think we're just so comfortable online. Um,
Yeah.
which I mean there are a lot of good things that, connections and stuff
Yeah.
that come with that, but yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild out there. Have
Yeah.
you, because everything, is you're putting what you want out there. Have has there ever been any like interactions that you didn't want to happen, like coming from the gym or like, there's
Oh, yes, yes, yeah.
yeah,
Especially when I'm like on the treadmill and I'm like fighting for my life, and
yeah,
someone comes up and I'm like, "Hi, how nice to meet you,"
yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah, and whenever I go out in public and I just look absolutely horrible. But
not possible, but
I
yes, I
think
know
people
exactly. I
are
know what you
just
mean.
like most of the time just so nice and just like,
Yeah,
want to ask about your life and that stuff. So I wouldn't say there's ever a time where I'm like, oh, I hope this doesn't happen here. But mainly when I'm like working out or,
yeah.
running into the store for something. I mean, have
I
you ever had like a weird fan interaction or I'm
I've
sure
had
you
weird
have.
I've had weird fan interactions. Negative ones, I don't get a lot of negative ones. I
Okay, that's
think there's
good.
a lot of people that sometimes don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I have a recent example. That's why I think it's funny. The other day, I was at an event, and sometimes there's like, I'm sure you've seen this too. There's just people that wait at the exit, and
Oh,
normally it's to
yes.
like sign stuff or that sort of thing. And there was a guy, I'd gone to several events, and there was a guy that happened to be at every single one of them. And normally unfortunately, it's to sell it. Like they like,
Your autograph?
yeah, exactly. They're just, they have stuff for you to sign, and you know that they're going to sell it.
Yeah.
It's not like for them. You're not personalizing anything for them. And
Yeah.
I'd seen him multiple times. And then he was also like, oh, and I know you're going to be at this place, and I'm going to be there too. And I was like,
Oh,
okay, see
see
you
you
in a couple days. Right.
there.
And then I saw him at
Oh my God.
the last time, and he was like, I just wanted to say, you've lost so much weight. I
Oh,
was like, I have. Yeah.
yeah. You're like,
Feel
okay.
very healthy. I'm the healthiest I've ever been. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that
And so there's I think he was nervous, but there's also
yeah.
this I think people just say now like they don't, a lot of people don't think about what they're saying. So to your point of like,
Right.
you can say it on your phone, you can it's so accessible to like say whatever you want now. I don't think people are
Yeah.
used to saying things to you in person anymore. So when you see somebody that maybe you see a lot on the internet, they don't know what to do.
Yeah, just say what comes to their mind.
It was
Like,
he just
you look
but I was like,
skinny.
it's the I was like,
Thank you. I'll
I
take that.
yeah, yeah, all right, well, have a good day.
Oh,
And
that's funny.
actually, Asher, what was funny is that Rick was with me. So my other producer of the
Yeah.
podcast, Rick, was with me, and he just let out the biggest cackle. I don't think he laughs a lot. I've never heard him laugh like that. And he just didn't know he was also like awkward about it, didn't know what to do
Probably a
about
little
it. And he
uncomfortable as well. Yeah.
let out the biggest laugh. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we should leave now.
Yeah. We'll be on our way.
It was
Thank you.
interesting. Yeah, but yeah, I
It's so
mean,
funny.
it is, it's an interesting situation. But I will
Yeah.
say there are a lot of public figures out there that do not handle it well.
Mm.
And I've seen it happen with people that I know, and it makes me really sad. So,
Hmm.
for instance, seeing you with those girls that recognized you, you were lovely and wonderful, and you'd had a really long day. I don't remember if that was a day that you got bloody or not.
Oh,
No,
I don't know.
spoiler alert. I don't remember what day that it was that we were filming, but you were just so kind,
Oh,
and
thank
took
you.
photos with them, and you asked people their names and all of those things. And And that's what I love to see. And I've encountered completely the opposite with people that I know, and it makes me furious to see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes me so mad because it also
Yeah.
takes a lot of people a lot of they have to be brave. They like to go up to
Yeah.
somebody that they like and they watch all the time and they're fans of. Like it's a lot for people to go up and say, "Hey, I loved you in this," or I really love your content or whatever. That is hard for a lot of people, and so the shutdown or like the rudeness
Yeah.
that comes from that, it's like such a slap in the face. It's like you don't get to do what you love to do
Right.
if it wasn't for people that loved watching you or liked what you're doing. Like it's
Exactly.
like biting the hand that feeds you, and that's not the reason to be nice to somebody, but it's just so counterintuitive. Like just it doesn't matter that they're coming up to your table when you're eating. Like
Yeah.
what do you want them to do, stand there for an hour until you're done eating? I don't know. There's
Yeah.
I understand that there's, especially when kids are involved, there's lots of different circumstances and scenarios that you know it depends, but so much of the time they're just nice people, like you're
Yeah.
saying, like people that
Yeah.
just like you. And it's a hard thing to navigate, but ultimately it's so cool that people like what you do.
It's
And that is
still,
something
yeah,
that I never want to lose. You know what I mean? It's like doesn't
exactly.
matter how famous you are. It's still such a cool thing, and it's like always something to keep in mind. Is like,
Yes.
it's like people who are mean to crew. I have no
Oh,
patience for
yeah.
it.
No.
Absolutely no patience for it. I
Yeah.
just
They are superheroes. Yeah.
it's why I don't like meeting people, like meeting actors that I like have admired for years. I hate meeting people that like I want to work with them and then I'm like, "Oh, I really wish I didn't," or "I wish I
Yeah.
didn't hear that thing about them." There are several that I know that like don't let crew look at them in the eye. And I'm like, "What?
Huh?
They are just like you. We're
What?
all
I
being
don't even
creative together.
understand that.
How can they do their job if they don't look you in the eye?" I mean, it's just
Oh, that is, yeah. That's the
mind-boggling
side
to
of the
me.
industry that's very like, or
And
like,
it exists. It's like there,
yeah.
yeah. And then I think
Ugh.
too, on the flip side of it, being on the producing side of it, I look at that and go, I don't want to hire that person ever again. I don't
Absolutely
want to
not.
wait for someone for 5 hours in their trailer to come out. Like time is money, and you affect the entire production. Like I could not do that. I just don't. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Yeah. Same. That's wild.
It's wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
So um, I just loved working with you, and I want to work with you as much as I can. Like
I
I'm just so
know.
glad
Me
that we met.
too. I know. We've got to do
Um,
another movie together.
we do. We gotta make some fun things happen. Um, as a female content creator, I know we've talked about like getting hate and that sort of thing, but do you feel like, I don't know how to ask the question. Do you feel like an extra pressure? Like, yes, you're creating characters and it's not necessarily you, like you're saying, but like, you know, do you feel like you need to look a certain way or do something a certain way, and like how do you navigate that personally, and then also how does Braden feel about that, like as your husband? Like that has to be a weird, like just a thing that comes with it naturally, but like not something that you plan on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when I first started making content, it was really hard for me whenever I would get comments like about my looks or something like that. And I really took it personally. And I
Hard not
do
to,
I, I mean, yeah, no one wants to hear like horrible things about how you look. You're like, oh, well, damn.
but there's good
Um,
things that they say too.
yeah, exactly. You're like, oh,
That could
um,
also be like interesting.
exactly. Yeah. But no, I think there is like an added pressure to female content creators to like look, you want to look good, you want to do your hair and your makeup and like I think it can be hard. Like I do feel like women can get judged, pretty easily, very quickly, for a million different things that sometimes men
Yeah.
don't have to deal with, which is just the reality, and that's fine. Just comes with it. But yeah, so I do feel like pressure, but I think like now I've gotten a lot better at just really like loving myself and who I am, and
Good.
being comfortable with that, like on the internet, on camera. And of course, there's still times where I'm like, oh, I look absolutely horrible. Why did I like post this or, whatever. But like I think now I'm at the point where I'm just like, it's fine. Like if I
Yeah.
have like less makeup on one day and I post a video and people comment about why you look so different like without makeup, I'm like, well, that, whatever. Whatever. It was 15 seconds. It's fine.
Uh,
Like, so I think it took me a long time to kind of get there, but I just kind of realized that caring so much about it wasn't doing any good,
yeah, it doesn't serve you
Um,
regardless.
and I think Braden, I mean, yeah, because he is like my husband. He's amazing and one of the most like selfless, kindest man ever. And in the beginning, it was also hard for him too, because he would tell me, he's like, you know, you're beautiful, and I think you're beautiful, and you're putting so much pressure on yourself, because I do put a lot of pressure on myself. And he kind of used to also just want to, he's never once like commented or anything, because he's very like, he's just a peaceful person. But I mean, there were times when he would feel like just so angry about it. And I think we both just kind of had to
Yeah.
learn like we can't control it. People will be
Yeah.
angry about anything ever, no matter
Yeah.
what. And so we just have to like, you know, stay true to who we are. And then I was like, it's even taking out of me just enjoying content, because I was so worried about like public
Yeah.
opinion of like what I looked like, or if like I got really kind of into like I read comments about people being like, "Oh, you have wrinkles on your forehead. That's not a good sign." So then I was like, "Oh, I need to get like Botox." And I kind of got really into that for a while. And now
I'm
I'm
not
like,
laughing at you. I'm
whatever.
just like, people are
No,
just, I'm laughing
it's
at
great.
people.
Yeah, and but I kind of took that to heart, and now I'm like, well, one, I don't have time to go get Botox anymore. So I just haven't. I'm not opposed to it at all. Like I loved it when I had it. I just haven't had time. But I mean, if I see, comments about it now, I'm like, oh well,
Yeah.
that's fine. But
I
it definitely took me a while
also,
to get there.
yeah, I have not gotten it ever. And I've so many friends that have, I've gotten other stuff. But
Wow. Well, you
I,
look amazing.
no,
So
oh, like these are like, they linger. Oh, maybe it's just like the bright light, but no,
no,
they're
it
there.
looks good.
And they're
You look great.
hereditary. Love my mom, but frown lines. Yeah. Um, and like there's baby Botox, there's all these stuff that you can do. And again, not opposed, just time, all sorts of things. I'm also like
Yes.
afraid that if I don't go to a good person, that I'm not gonna be able to like express, like show
Move your
expressions.
face.
Yeah, my
Yeah, that's
face.
very
That's like
important.
my
Yeah.
job.
Yes.
Um, and so all of that is funny, but it's, yeah, there's so much that you can change about yourself now,
Yeah.
that to me it's like, not only is that exhausting, but it's also to each their own. Like if you change
Right.
something and it makes you feel good and happy, great. That is the only reason that you should do it.
Absolutely.
Not because of like anybody else.
Yep.
But it's just such a, it's so hard to feel that. Like you have to feel
Yeah.
it. People can tell you that all day long, but until you feel it yourself, and get to the literally I don't give a fuck anymore
Yep.
zone. Um, and what's funny is that I don't know, I said this to somebody randomly the other day, I think, because I was having a similar conversation. And I was like, I thought that I was there. And then I actually got there. It was like I thought, no, I don't care what people think. I
Yeah.
don't, whatever. And then I actually got there and I was like, oh no, wait, this is what it feels like. I
Yeah.
really don't care
Yeah.
anymore. And
You're like,
reaching
oh,
that
now I
place
don't
is,
care. Okay.
yeah, exactly. Reaching that place is nice. It
Yeah.
really is. It
Yeah.
really is nice. But yeah, I mean, it's, you, if whether it's 20 followers or 20 million followers, like it's hard to have people dissect you.
Hmm.
And it really does come with the territory. So it is really either you don't do anything at all or you do it regardless.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you're doing it regardless and that you got to that place. I think it's awesome. And
Yeah.
I hope you just continue to do it, and love it the whole time, because that's like finding the joy in it always is like the important thing.
Yeah.
I feel that on my end too, because it's like I'm so lucky to be able to do stuff that I love. And if I don't love it anymore, I'm under so much stress that if I don't love it,
Yeah.
it's not worth doing. It's just really, life's too short,
Yeah.
and that's something that, I'm lucky to be able to say. Not many of us are in that position, but like when I think about my mental health and like Hendrix and Hudson and like
Mhm.
life in general, if it is not serving me, like I got to find something else. And so always trying to find that, I feel like
Yeah.
is the goal.
Yes. Yeah,
um,
absolutely.
yeah. I love chatting with you. I'm so
I
glad
love
that
chatting with
that this worked
you.
out.
Me
Next time it
too.
has to be in person.
Absolutely.
We gotta figure that out. If you're
Yes.
coming to LA or Vegas or somewhere, let me know. If I'm actually, we'll save that for after we're recording.
Okay.
But this was so fun. Thank you so much.
Of course. I love you. Thank you so much
I
for
love you
having me.
too.
This was
Of
so
course.
needed.
Okay, bye.